You are a fighter. Unlike in Dungeons and Dragons, you are the undisputed mathematical leader of Pathfinder 2E. It is so strong that the other classes only exist to give you the illusion of choice. You're either playing a fighter or supporting one, so pick up your favorite weapon and start attacking. Alright, fine. I suppose there are a few things to talk about with the fighter, so let's dive into it. Taking a look at your starting stats, you have 10 plus con health, giving you the second highest starting health in the game. Your key attribute is either strength or dexterity, and that's going to decide which weapons and armor you're going to be using going forward. Your class is front loaded, meaning you get all your special features early on at level 1. You start the game as an expert in everything except for advanced weapons, giving you a commanding lead over all the other classes in martial prowess. This is a lead you won't ever relinquish, as you are one of only 2 classes in the game who gains legendary in any martial skill. You also start trained in all armor, and for your saves, you start as an expert in fortitude and reflex saves, but are only trained in will saves, which is going to be your weakest save going forward. Shockingly, as a fighter, you're going to be fighting things. You get access to 3 types of actions to help dominate the battlefield with. Flourish actions are special techniques that are too difficult to perform more than once per round, providing a soft cap on some of your more powerful abilities, because let's be honest, you're already stronger than most other classes and needed some kind of nerf. Press actions allow you to follow up on those earlier attacks, meaning they're only usable when you have a multiple attack penalty. Many of these have special failure effects, meaning that even if you don't hit your target, which, let's be honest, you often do, you manage to do something to them. Finally, you can adopt a stance in combat, allowing you to gain powerful combat advantages as a passive bonus. None of this really matters though, because at the end of the day, all you want to do is hit things, and a regular attack is just as good. You gain feats and skills at the normal rate of 1 class feat every other level starting at level 2 and 1 skill increase every other level starting at level 3. Fighter exceptionalism continues to ring true as you start the game with reactive strike, giving you a level 1 attacks of opportunity, something most other classes don't unlock until level 6. At last, though, your scant weaknesses are going to make themselves known at your saving throws, because your will saves are going to catch up with the rest of your saves at the 3rd level and then never improve past that, making you susceptible to some fairly dangerous spells late game. And then at the 9th level, you're going to hit Master in Fortitude, and at level 15, you're going to become a Master of Reflexes. That's right, you don't get a single legendary saving throw. But have no fear, my fellow fighters, because your fighter exceptionalism is returning in force when it comes to your weapon scaling, as your proficiencies move faster than pretty much every other class in the game. You're going to hit Master in a single weapon group of your choice at level 5, and then gain access to that weapon group's critical specialization, which lets you debuff the target on crits based on your weapon group. Level 7 brings weapon specialization, granting additional damage per hit, scaling with your proficiency. At level 13, you become legendary in a single weapon group. It also is going to bring mastery in all other weapons you aren't legendary in, except for advanced weapons, of course, which, as usual, sits one step behind expert. Level 15 brings your final improvements to your offensive ability, which gives you greater weapon specialization, which doubles the additional damage you get per hit. For your defenses, you're going to be getting an expert in armor efficiency at level 11. Level 17, you become a master of armor. But the good news doesn't stop there, because fighters aren't just one of the best classes in the game, they're also one of the easiest to play. Their core class feature is progressing their weapon proficiency faster than anyone else, and that happens automatically as you level. There aren't any feats that enhance the specific class feature, which means a lot of their other feats are frankly optional. This makes the fighter one of, if not the most versatile class in the game to archetype with. Ah! Wait, huh? How did I get here? Wait, I'm not supposed to be in this video. Wait, when did we get a dungeon? What's that noise? Who are you?
It is I, the funky little gobbo. Actually, you have the lowest mobility of all the marsh.
Wait, that's not even accurate though. I mean, I could just spend a general feat on fleet and then I'm moving decently fast, but that's probably not enough. So let's just say I take a wizard dedication. Then I can get a fleet step, so I move even faster, and heck, at that point, I start getting cool spells like invisibility and haste, and suddenly I'm self-buffing.
But other marshals can hit just as hard when their opponents are debuffed.
That's true, but also that means the fighter can hit harder on those debuffs. Remember, if you aren't playing a fighter, you're supporting one.
But barbarians deal more damage.
I take a dedication to the barbarian now, and I hit more often and about as hard. Look, in fact, just about every weakness the fighter has can be easily covered by consumables, magic items, or dedication.
But the magic items aren't easily accessible.
Fine, just dedicate to the alchemist and wizard, and now the DM can't stop you from making your own magic items. The fact of the matter is, the fighter is one of the most versatile classes in the game as a base class, and is one of the best classes to archetype with. But these videos aren't supposed to be overly complicated, so for the demo build, I'm just going to be sticking to fighter feats. Now, of the many traditional builds for the fighter, I enjoy a good knockdown build, and don't mind sacrificing my defenses for raw power. So I'm going to be choosing strength as my primary attribute, and sword as my main weapon group. I'll be using a two-handed greatsword for combat, as as it provides the largest damage die. This also means we don't have to worry about any pesky shield feats because we're going to be relying fully on our full plate armor to carry us through. We'll be picking up Sudden Charge as our first feat, allowing us to quickly close the gap between ourselves and our victims. At level 2, Intimidating Strike lets demoralize foes when we hit them and makes a good supplement to our regular strikes. Intimidate makes a great skill for our fighters to focus on as well, in case our opponents are too far away from us or we just don't want to commit to that third attack in a round. At level 4, we take Slam Down, allowing us to make a sweep attack on an opponent, knocking them prone if we successfully strike them with an attack, and this allows us to do so without increasing our multiple attack penalty until after both attacks are made. Revealing Stab is a fun feat to pick up at level 6, letting us expose hidden and concealed enemies easier by stabbing them. Blind Fight at level 8 provides further protection from unseen foes, and at level 10 we finally get the feat we've been waiting for, Crashing Slam. Crashing Slam lets us automatically knock a foe to the ground and deal weapon damage for the critical effect of a trip action. At that point, the knockdown build is essentially complete, so pick what you want for the rest of your feats and have fun. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos.